Hey everyone, and welcome back to more political chatter. In this video, we will be talking about Maryland Governor Larry Hogan and his potential 2024 presidential run. If you don't know who Larry Hogan is, as I said, he's the governor of Maryland, but as you know, Maryland is actually a Republican. He was elected in 2014, which was, of course, a red wave year. He won by defying all expectations, and he is along with along with Phil Scott and Charlie Baker, he's one of the three Republican governors in heavily Democratic states. So, there you can see the how less partisan voters are on the gubernatorial level. But Larry Hogan is leaving office this year. He is term limited. He cannot run for a fourth term. Fourth term. And Hogan is leaving office as one of the, if not the most popular governor in America, along with those other Republican governors, Phil Scott and Charlie Baker. All three are extremely popular. But Hogan is leaving office on January 20th. Wes Moore, a Democrat, will take his place. And there's been some speculation that Larry Hogan runs for the presidency, runs for the Republican nomination for president in 2024 against Donald Trump and others. And when he released this video just on December 1st, all those questions arose once again. A lot of people are wondering this now. I'll just share a bit with you. It won't be the highest quality. Let me just skip a little bit.
No chance he takes this.
A real estate broker versus the state's lieutenant governor.
Brown with a 14-point lead.
Perhaps it's defined by that never-give-up mentality.
We didn't think this would
Larry
happen.
Hogan is the Rudy of Maryland politics.
Maybe it's by shocking the world and beating the odds.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we have set a...
So, just listening to that there, I'm sure you guys know, it sounds like he's running for president. It sounds like a presidential announcement video. It's talking about him defying the odds when he became governor. It's about he, exceeded all those expectations. You were listening to those people who said that it was a big surprise and that he had no chance in the beginning. And then, I don't really know. He's just talking for the rest of it about Maryland. But it really sounds like, and look, I'm sorry, I'm not speaking well today, but I am not about to give up on the Republican Party or America. None of us can. It's too important. That sounds like he's running for president, guys. If you didn't know, Larry Hogan is staunchly anti-Trump. Okay, he has been a critic of Trump throughout his presidency. Larry Hogan is a neoliberal, very anti-Trump, not like most Republicans in 2022. He's definitely more moderate than other Republicans in 2022. And this right here, that is definitely, a factor of is Larry Hogan running for president. CBS. Larry Hogan leaves door open for 2024 White House run. Mind you, this is from the 13th. But he went on CNN multiple times where he basically states the case of a Hogan 2024 presidential run and about the statistics of how many Republicans are anti-Trump and how those people will need a figure in 2024 to represent them in the primary. He's making the case for a moderate Republican to run in 2024, and with that, him, I think that it's a total possibility that Hogan runs in 2024. I think that he would get a lot of attention also. Looking at the map here, obviously Larry Hogan's not winning. What's really going to hurt him is that Iowa's the first state. He is going to do extremely poorly in Iowa as he will have zero Rust Belt appeal. But if Trump will win Iowa, this is just not an official map here by TPC. I'm just trying to, show the states that he would win. But I mean, a little bit later, going to New Hampshire, if he works hard enough, I could see this as a state that Hogan could win. New Hampshire is his path to victory. He comes right below from Maryland. He has that northeastern appeal. And New Hampshire is a very moderate state. There are a lot of moderate Republicans in New Hampshire. Okay? And that is why it shifted so much to the left in 2020 and it stayed with the left in 2022 because those moderate Republicans voted for Maggie Hassan, who was more moderate than the Republican Don Bolduc. So if he wins New Hampshire, he's definitely in the game. But if we're looking on Super Tuesday and so on, he's definitely going to win his home state of Maryland. I definitely see that. I definitely see him pulling out a win in D.C., but the Northeast is really going to be his base. I think that Delaware could be a state for him. I think that New Jersey could be a state for him. And a poll van in Pennsylvania. Do you approve of Larry Hogan? And a lot of people don't even know who Larry Hogan is in Pennsylvania, but those who did, overwhelmingly, people loved him in Pennsylvania because he comes right next door. New York is in play, but probably not. Connecticut, Rhode Island, New Hampshire, Phil Scott we have in Vermont. Maine is definitely a state that I see going to him. And then there's Virginia. Anything outside of that, we're going to have to look at moderate Republican states. Utah, definitely. Alaska, definitely. But, I mean, after that, maybe he could pull out a win in Minnesota where Rubio won. Maybe a win somewhere in Kansas or maybe Montana, as there are a lot of moderate Republicans in those states. But we are getting ahead of ourselves. Trump would still win in a landslide against Hogan. But he could definitely put up a good fight, especially if he pulls out an upset in the state of New Hampshire. So, we could have another candidate somewhat soon. Larry Hogan in the race. He would definitely start the presidential race. I guess it wouldn't start it because Trump is already in, but it would really start the actual race. Trump, there's no race right now. It's just Trump in it. So, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I hope to see you next time.